What's going on, beautiful people? I hope you're having a great day. It's beautiful outside here in Georgia. Before we get started, I would like to ask that you subscribe, like, and after the video, comment what you think about what I said, or if you have a different opinion. I would love to hear it. One of the things that stops a lot of people from getting to certain milestones is focus. A lot of people have a hard time with focus and staying on track. I remember sometimes students in school would get called on by the teacher just because they weren't staying on track. Maybe they got on their phone, or maybe they, just started drawing or something. And this is a problem for a lot of people. So I would like to help you stay focused during your journey. Now, what does this look like? This looks like you being disciplined, able to set a schedule for yourself and follow it to the T. Now, realistically, you will have, some mistakes here and there, but the better you get at staying focused, the more progress you will make on your journey. So, the first thing that I would say is needed for focus to be an occurrence is discipline. You have to build your discipline. If you don't have discipline, then the second something goes wrong, or the second that some distraction comes in your view, you're gonna bite for it and you're not gonna be on your path anymore. And you're gonna look back 6 months later and say, dang, I used to do that. What happened? Why did I stop? It's because you didn't have any discipline. You tried to jump into it and you didn't have the necessary tools you needed to complete the task. So, how do you build discipline? You build discipline by doing activities you don't like, but are beneficial to you. A great example of this is working out. A lot of people, at first they don't like working out. They're like, bro, this hurts. This does not feel good. But then after the workout, they feel very fulfilled and very, stronger. They feel stronger. They feel huge in men's case. But that's one of the things that you can do that would help you build discipline. Personally, last year, the way that I was building discipline is staying consistent on short form videos on Instagram. So I maybe missed around 5 to 10 days out of 3 or 4 months of posting videos, and I found that to be a success. Of course, it wasn't 100%, which I would have liked it to be, but sometimes, no excuses. I didn't do it. I didn't make every single day, but I did go much longer than I thought I would, and I exceeded my expectations. But that at that point in time I should have set higher expectations. But working out is a good way to build discipline, because if you go to the gym at a specific time every single day, then you're building that habit within yourself. And much of discipline is just habits. Build the right habits, get rid of the wrong habits, and discipline will be yours. That's what I think. Actually, that's what I know. If you keep doing the wrong thing, or the thing that you're not trying to do, you're building a bad habit. In your case, you're building a habit that you don't want to have. So what you need to do is just only build good habits. Working out, reading, journaling, saying your affirmations, working, things like that are beneficial and productive for you. Another thing that I would say about staying focused is that you need to believe in your journey. Some people are going blindly, just, no plan in place, nothing like that. They're just like, I'm gonna make it happen. But then they don't even have the belief behind what they're saying they're gonna do, or what they're saying they don't know what they're gonna do. And that can sometimes be a hindrance to staying focused, because you were never focused in the first place. You were just scouring around, looking for where to go, looking for what to latch onto. But you just gotta believe. Like, you have to say, bro, I am going to make this happen no matter what. I am going to do this. I don't care what stands in my way. I know that this is not going to be, easy, but I'm going to get through it. And you got to understand that the journey is going to fluctuate. It's not always going to be good. It's not always going to be bad. And that's why you got to be prepared for the negative times. You got to be prepared for the positive times. You got to be prepared when you have an influx of money. When you got to, dish it out to different places, because you have to make investments so that you don't spend it. You have to be ready for the bad times when you question yourself and you're like, dang, should I stop this? Am I going the right way? It fluctuates. It's not always going to be good. And that's all the time. Even when you start making $100,000 a month, you're still going to have so many problems that you have to get over. It does not go away. It does not get easier. I promise you, it does not get easier. It doesn't. And people need to get that out of their minds. They expect, everything to, you expect to make this huge effort and finally be given some breathing room. No, you get breathing room, stress, breathing room, stress, breathing room, breathing room, breathing room, stress. Like it fluctuates. So be prepared for both. And you also have to give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. Everything is not going to happen overnight. I know we see a lot of overnight successes on social media, but listen, that is not real life. It was real life for one person, but you can't expect their reality to be yours. Of course, we would like for everyone to be able to, post something and just get 1 million sales, but it's not realistic. And that is what I would like to call delusional belief. That's not good. You want to stay away from that. However, entrepreneurship does take a small amount of delusion. It takes a small amount of delusion, okay? But yeah, give yourself time. Be patient. Like you got it. I promise you got it. It might not happen in 1 year. It might not happen in 2 years. It might not happen in 3. But I promise you, if you keep working to that thing, you will get it. And if you want it that bad, you will wait for it. Most of the time, but the reason you're not getting to the next level is because you didn't learn the lesson that you needed to learn to get to the next level. You overlooked something that you were doing wrong. Maybe you were blindsided by something else. And you didn't learn the lesson that you needed to learn. That lesson is going to come up again. But this time, you are going to be open-minded. You are going to be open to trying something new. You have to try something new to get a different outcome. You got that outcome because you put forth that set of actions to get that effect. Every cause has an effect, okay? You just need to find the cause that will get you the effect that you want, and also find the cause that got you the effect you did not want. And all of this comes from being aware with yourself, aware of your shortcomings. My next point on staying focused on your journey is by optimizing your environment. I made a video about this on my Instagram, and this, I felt like, went over a lot of people's heads. Optimizing your environment means taking out specific things, putting in specific things so that your environment is conducive to the goals that you have set and the outcomes that you want. So what does this look like? This means getting off of social media. This means getting negative people out of your life. This means if you're in a city or you're in a town that has a ton of crime, going somewhere else that is better suited for growth. We need to be growth oriented, and we need to have growth oriented environments. Do you expect to be one of the people that comes out of your neighborhood unscathed and makes it big. We only see that with a few people. A few people. Listen, it's great to have that belief, but listen, change your environment so that you can have an even higher chance of making it somewhere. You got to get rid of distractions. If you have 5 females that you're talking to on a daily basis, that's taking at least 5 hours each. Probably 8 hours. And you wonder why you're not getting things done, and you wonder why your schedule is all messed up. Because you're not putting time and effort to the correct things. You have to be able to see things like this for what they are. It's great to have social interactions, but is this wasting my time? Is the opportunity cost with this situation lower than a situation that I could go, do some work on? You gotta ask yourself these questions, man, and change your schedule. Do you think that millionaires are waking up at 11 a.m.? I mean, that's the most unrealistic thing that I've ever heard. A millionaire waking up, a successful millionaire waking up at 11 a.m.? I've never heard of it. Me personally. I think that if you find the schedule that's correct for you, that's number 1, efficient for your goals, number 2, efficient for you, then you're in a winning position. If reading and some type of education is not in your schedule, then how can you expect to become a scholar? If experiments and research is not somewhere in your schedule, how can you expect to become a chemist? It's simple logic that people are missing in situations like this that could instantly turn their situation around. There's certain things that you have to stop doing so that you can start doing the right things. Maybe you have to give up something that you've been doing. Maybe you have to give up going to the club. Maybe you have to give up going shopping every week to work with the place that you have and to make it out of that. I promise you can do it. You just have to optimize your environment. And you also need to have the passion for what you're doing. You have to have the passion for what you're trying to focus on. If you don't have the passion for it, then I think it's safe to say that you will easily become discouraged and just say, hey, I don't even like doing this thing, so why should I stay focused doing it? Why should I stay consistent doing this? It's a no-brainer. Stay focused on your passion so that it's easier when it comes to staying focused on your journey. And those are some steps that you can use today to stay focused. If you found this helpful, please remember to comment below what you thought about this information, as well as follow my Instagram here, and you can stay in touch with me. I would love to stay in touch with you. And until my next video, or until we speak again, peace out.